I do have a question though about the legality of it. Why was it illegal, or why was it banned for such a long time? Was it because of the knees and elbows causing cuts and
Yeah,
stuff? Or-
yeah, exactly. Just the rule set.
Okay.
No real athletic committee. I mean, they're all ABC, right? That's the
Yeah.
Association of Boxing Commissions. So it's all
Mhm.
even today when you have a Muay Thai fight, a good portion of the time, your judges and your referees are all going to be boxing judges,
Yeah.
boxing referee. State state athletic commissions have not really caught up to the rule set of Muay Thai.
Hmm.
So yeah, the only reason it was illegal for so long was just people being afraid of elbows. MMA helped that because elbows were allowed. So if you're going to have elbows in MMA, then why not allow it for Muay Thai? But literally in California, Muay Thai didn't become really legal. There were some special events that happened in LA and people skirted rules, but the athletic commission really, sometime in the early to mid 90s, I remember Scott Coker, who's the president of Bellator, his original strike force,
Hmm.
Alex Gong and Dwayne Ludwig, fought. They were starting to allow elbows at some of those shows. And that really helped a lot.
Okay, I got you. Because I'm a huge K1 fan. Back in the day, was that another part of the reason why? Because I remember you could just clinch and throw one knee and let go, and that was like the rule
Oh,
set.
the rule sets of K1 have always kind of been fluid, right? It started
Hmm.
out you could have a one-handed clinch, one strike, and then you had to break. Then you could go
Hmm.
two-handed for 3 seconds. Then they actually changed it again, like because of Boacow, right? Because he was
Hmm.
beating everybody. So they shortened up the time, and I don't remember what the time was. Maybe it was 7, and they took it to 3, or et cetera. Then Glory came out, and Glory changed the rule set again, so you can clinch as long as you're active, and I think it's 5 seconds. That's changed too. So K1 rule set and Glory rule set are very similar. The amount of time you can clinch and strike is just, I think, the primary difference.
Okay.
And certainly K1, was highly successful, and Scott Coker again, was actively involved in that here in the States and promoting K1. He was the one that promoted all those Vegas shows. Um, you know,
Yeah.
so big fan of K1 and Glory as well. Muay Thai is my true love, my true passion, and then obviously we're these days, I think I'm most well known for training MMA fighters,
Hmm.
but at our pinnacle, I'm very comfortable in saying that we're one of the top Muay Thai gyms in North America, if not the top gym, at a good time. Right
Hmm.
now, we're kind of in a rebuilding phase. A lot of our athletes moved over to MMA. Kevin's retired, Miriam's acting, Gaston's doing MMA. Unfortunately, that's where the money is.
Right. Right.
I've got a great crop of amateur talent that we're bringing up. COVID has not helped, obviously. Killed a lot of the shows.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to coming out the other side and kind of get back out on the Muay Thai scene. There's some great promoters out there. Dennis Warner with
Hmm.
WCK. He's one of the longest running promoters in Muay Thai. He's fantastic. Jeff with Triumphant. He's really pushing Muay Thai right now. Obviously Scott with Lion Fight, who I love to death. Obviously, they've gone
Hmm.
through different iterations, but they're still active. They just had a great show in Europe. Um,
Hmm.
Friday Night Fights, I'm not actively involved with them, but, they're very active on the East Coast. There's tons of, great promoters out there trying to put on quality Muay Thai shows. So the more shows, the better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Now, are you training any MMA fighters right now? Are you like personally coaching them or anything like that, or
Oh,
do you stay
that's,
kind of
that's
static at
all
the
I do.
gym?
No, 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 no. That's all I do is just train fighters, So
Hmm.
for me, I mean, I run my classes at the gym and I train my fight team.
Hmm.
I do it a little differently than a lot of people do. I don't like the pros that train at CSA. They train for free. We sponsor them. I don't charge them for pad work. I don't charge them for cornering. I don't take percentages of their purse. I work with them because I want to work with them, not because I'm making money off of them.
Hmm.
So it allows me to be very selective. of, you know, who I work with. Like you can't walk into CSA and do pad work with me. You can't pay for a private session. I don't have enough hours in the day to do that.
Right.
You have to be on my fight team. You have to be dedicated to my program for me to work with you directly. But I've got multiple athletes in the UFC, multiple athletes in Bellator. You know, actively. You know, I work with Andre Feely. I work with Jesse Jess. I work with Kanako Murata. I work with Alex Munoz. I work with Adam Picolade. I work with Gaston. Amber Leibrock, run down the list, Josh Emmett, Benito Lopez. These are all people that are in the UFC or in Bellator. You know, I've worked with Henry Cejudo, Chris Cyborg, you know, great relationships with them as well. And then obviously other people, you know, that are pros that are not in those two organizations at the moment. You know, some real, you know, tremendous talent. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But it's been a long